Yeah, Brad, it was a good cast the other day. I'm joined by one of the stars of that game. The Molly. I was trying to come up with something inventive to the Molly enthusiast, Corny
That
himself.
works. That works.
The Molly enthusiast. Call me Zap. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. Having a good game here. Highlands Simfest with a little bit of Keshig on Keshig action, which has gone the way of the grandfather so far. We thought it early on, actually, when Corny joined me, we're like, oh man, it looks like the grandson might be in good shape. Azagi was having a great sim, but Glade had a really good timing and just got a bunch of units in there. It looked like he was getting out scienced to death, but all of a sudden the Keshigs were there, and like it was
The
total.
Congress.
Congress obviously was always impactful to get, to help the push actually eventually
I
happen.
think you can 100% blame the Congress actually for Hazagi. Like
Yeah,
he outsimmed, but then had more production
yeah.
to like go into Keshak production, but then that didn't really matter. Mongolia got fed with gold a bit.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I think that you can definitely say Congress was a tough ride on Hazagi there. Yeah, he's in a. So it's interesting too with Molly, because it's just it can slip through and be picked and played so often now, right? Because of the way that all the new civs have
Wait,
been.
how did
Sorry?
draft actually go? I wasn't here then.
Yeah,
How
this
did it actually
draft,
go?
it was most of the typical bands. Um, it was Maya. What's their name?
Okay,
Maori and
I'm just gonna go
Spain.
ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna head. It was Mali first pick, yeah?
Yeah, no, it was Mongolia first pick. Mali went fourth.
Well,
Molly went.
that's
Yeah,
odd.
it was weird. Mongolia. It was actually Gorgo and Ethiopia were picked second and third after Mongolia, and then Molly went fourth. Team two banned your usual Maya, Spain, and Maori.
Peter. Mari, okay.
Yeah, and Peter got banned by the other dudes. By team one, and they also banned. Shoot, no, I'm trying. Does anyone remember who else they picked? They banned. Everything was fairly normal, other than Mongolia instead of Mali. Mali first into Mongolia would have made more sense, but they went Mongolia and Mali fell to them. So
Hmm.
yeah, it was. I mean, Mongolia is great. Don't get me wrong, but I think you go Mali first. But yeah, it's interesting the way all the new civs. Oh, Khmer was one of the other bands. Russia, Khmer.
Probably France, Catherine.
No, France actually made it. Was banned in the second phase.
That's odd.
Yeah, France made it all the way to the second phase. Um, yeah. Rome was banned. Korea was banned in the second phase. Rome, and then it was actually Persia was picked first in the second phase. So Persia was picked over Gaul because Gaul went. It was Gaul and Teddy, and then the final pick was Kublai Khan. Why ban Khmer and Highlands? Yeah, first era ban on Khmer. I mean, there's some rivers. Khmer is good with a lot of space to sim. Khmer can scale really huge, but I kind of agree. Like, I'm not sure if Khmer. We've had that debate. I think we even talked about it, Corny, yesterday after the game. Like, how good is Khmer really? Right?
I
Like,
still haven't played it at all, so I'll
yeah.
withhold judgment.
I feel like it. Like, I mean, honestly, Carey was having a great game with them, but unfortunately, um, it was just Bart's was dying, and then Rage was going to die next, and they just decided to call it. But I honestly feel like it feels like they scale really really well on the sim, and then they can do like late game pushes and stuff. Speaking of late game pushes, what's our progress over here? A heavy chariot pre-build. Do you have the gold for that kind of thing?
That's not good.
Yeah, yeah. Do you honestly have the gold to be pre-building heavy chariots? I think not. I think not. You're currently already -2. Nice to see T-Dub at almost 200 gold a turn. He must have put a card in or something. Oh, and here was the Rough Rider takedown of Fez. That's going to hurt. Excuse me, that's going to hurt the science for Barking Gang. That's going to be...
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was the... Is that the only one they were holding? Well, they have the pocket. They each had a pocket. What else? What happened with the pockets? They still... oh, no. Actually, Hatus is no longer pocket. They took that out. So they will have that. So they'll still have one, but they're going to lose the other. And then, yeah, Geneva's still sitting in the pocket up in the top. So that's giving everybody one science, I guess, per library. Thank you very much for the biddies, Reikez. That's awfully kind of you. Oh, here we go. So is Basil... Oh, yeah, Basil was the other band. So Basil, Khmer, and Russia were the Team 1 bands. Maya, Maori, and Spain were the others. And then it was Cree, Rome, Catherine. All the very obvious second phase bands. Cree made it through. They got banned. Korea, Rome, Catherine. But yeah, I was surprised that they didn't pick Mali first, and then they went ahead and still got it. Although, honestly, like, Gorgo, Ethiopia is also a pretty nice tandem pick. 2 and 3. Maybe Mali over Ethiopia, though, right? Because then you've got your gold handled right out of the gate.
I'm pretty sure that Mali has and will do a lot more this game than Ethiopia.
Yeah, like it just in general as well. Like they're just gonna generally be in better shape to do.
And I mean, Gorgo is like the Omega War stuff nowadays.
Yeah. So like Gorgo and Mali would have been maybe better than Gorgo
Really
Ethiopia.
good combo, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because then you could just fund the crap out of her. Because then the chariot. Well, I guess he decided again. Oh, actually no, he does have it right here. Chariot core right there. This would make a lot more sense if you had Mali on your team. Although honestly, 271 per turn to 161 per turn on Cyrus actually pretty
Is
good.
he building banks, by the way? He tagged economics.
Yeah, maybe. Did he get some built? I don't see any getting built.
He's mostly harbors anyways.
No, he doesn't have any built. Yeah, he's got a fair amount of harbors. Yeah. Oh, you got the settle off on Cliffs of Dover. I remember seeing that earlier and thinking that maybe Ethiopia come grab it. They never did. They actually, I mean, I guess they got a little wider back here, but I mean,
yeah, I think there was more opportunity for Ethiopia here.
Yeah,
actually.
like they could have done like 2 or 3 cities here, and then like maybe even gone kill Wolin and grabbed all this. I mean, this is pretty good stuff right here. Something over in here with a +4 campus and a aqueduct. This is still standstill.
Honestly, what even is Ethiopia game plan? I mean, I get that he's been doing all the Diplo stuff, which is really good, but what does he do after?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it was obviously we mentioned a smart idea to come and grab this and get control here, but 241 science is pretty good. Tops in the room.
He's been making artillery. Does he push through the bottom choke?
Well, that's the thing. It's
I guess that works.
Some sort of a push on him on Gaul while Gorgo's doing things in the north, I suppose.
It's a little unconventional. It might actually work with like surprise effect.
Starting to go on the top tree there. He's getting shipbuilding now, so maybe he's gonna. What does he have done? I wish I could check. I didn't see. Did anybody see where he was on teching? He was on refining with Teats. Maybe he's waiting on combustion to get boosted from Gorgo, maybe. Or maybe he finished it. Has it been long enough that he... No, he couldn't finish it. Well, turn 89. Maybe he finished combustion, actually. Maybe he's gone top tree. He's got artillery obviously done. He hasn't got any tanks yet, but he doesn't have any pre-builds for them either, so...
Okay, the tanks are just going north. I mean, the artillery.
Yeah, the artillery is going north. Yeah, there you go.
They're planning on taking Mali out, I guess.
Yeah. What's Mali looking at? Steel and 213 science, so he'll be able to get to tanks himself before anything too scary hits. A lot of gold saved up, so they're definitely preparing for the timing. Oh, by the way, we well, damn it, missed the Rough Rider action, but it was well done. It was well done. Now you just got to hope that you can hold Gorgo, who is just switched to shipbuilding themselves. Maybe they're going to try and float some units somewhere. But yeah, some pre-build cuirassiers. I mean, I don't get this. That's 1,260 gold to upgrade that to a tank. Even with the card, it would be 630 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how's the... I mean, I guess they could do the one if they gave him everything. It's like, give me all your gold, guys. I've got an idea. Oh, man. With this meant...
Giving all the gold to Gorgo makes a lot of sense.
Well, giving him all the gold's a good idea, but upgrading that heavy chariot into a tank isn't a good idea. I mean, you got all this setup. Look at the friggin' mines. You can produce tanks. Or just... Yeah, I mean, it's too late to produce chariot... Or, sorry, cuirassiers now, but... Did we see? Yeah, okay, this got settled here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Asagi.
Sorry about Congress, bro. Great Lighthouse. Oh, that's a good point. 5 turns. Who's going to get the all-important Industrial Era Golden? T-Dube's going to get the Heroic. That is going to be a lot of tempo.
He can actually switch to externals then. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that actually would make a ton of sense for him to switch to externals at that point. Looks like Teach should be able to get it. So it'll just be a normal, like a regular old Golden Age. So be able to get the 2 arms that many of the warriors like to play with.
He even got a religion for this Golden Age. Actually, what is he gonna make? T-Tats. Not T-Tats, T-Dub.
Yeah, I mean, probably nothing significant, I guess. I mean, what could it really be?
Humanities, religious communities.
Yeah, maybe religious communities and send the trade routes through the city, like out of the city.
Maybe.
International, right?
Yeah, works. Could be a lot of gold. But like setting that up takes a long time.
Yeah.
Humanities might just be better. He's thinking right now as well.
Yeah, exactly right. You got 5 seconds. You better go. Yeah, religious communities and sacred places. Sacred places isn't too bad, I suppose. Not a lot left anyway to choose from. He's got... Oh, he did build Machu, actually. How many other wonders does he have? This city obviously has one here. What city did he build this in? Pascarat, so that's the capital, so that would get the boost. Not too big a deal, I guess, but a couple cities will get it anyway. So this will just be... This is going to be a war frontier, obviously. So really, at this point...
Can you show the damage? Tanks versus...
Oh, yeah, good call, yeah. Attacking into a tank, they get beat up pretty bad.
120.
Yeah, they actually get beat up pretty bad. Only +4 from policy slotted too, so that could get worse.
Fascism.
And fascism. Yeah, very good point. Fascism. Ooh, not bad. Maybe 8 turns ish. What's the culture?
No, that's like
261.
5 turns. That's like 5 turns.
Oh yeah, because ideology is unboosted, obviously. So that's 3 and 2 or 3 and 3. So maybe 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's a liberate. Then all of Mongolia gets liberated as well.
Yeah,
With like a single tank.
So honestly, at this point, it's like, okay, so here we go. Some idea anyway. Who you really want to push Gorgo? I mean, you kind of at this point, the only way to stop barking gang is to just gang up on Gorgo as quick as you can, right? You just got to go all in, forehead that shit, because it's just gonna go incredibly burr. Like, I mean, this is all going to be one shot, like 100% one shot everything here. Well, actually, no, this is a Cursor core, so.
To be honest, it's kind of literally impossible to kill him. He can just go democracy and fascism both cards, and then he has +10, and then like another plus. Yes, Alhambra, so +5, +8.
Yeah, you can go.
He has +18 in his own land, basically. Like, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. +18 and he's got great stats, so you're not going to be ever on like out tech him or anything like that. So it's not like you can. Yeah, like this is just straight up liberation time. Can he even one shit the city? +40. Go ahead and buy that heavy chariot.
That's why Gorgo is so good.
Yeah. Gorgo, I mean, would you say Gorgo should be like? Would you say Gorgo's a ban if you're team 2 every time? What's your if you're team 2? What's your? I mean, maybe you don't have to give away all your secrets, I suppose, but team 2, which like Maya, Gorgo, Molly, maybe like what's the conversation if you're team 2?
You can actually see on my stream sometimes now.
Yeah,
like
I guess so. Yeah,
you can see streaming our drafting process as well. Because whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Gorgo needs a long time to get rolling. But like, if you ever do get to this point, it's pretty
on Highlands. Like, I think it got abandoned on Highlands. You can't let the other guys get it on Highlands because you're gonna 100% get to fascism.
Not 100%.
Well, okay,
but yeah.
100%'s being bold, but
maybe 99.9.
90, yeah, 98, 99 maybe. Can I show the U.S. continent split? Oh, yes, I can. That's a good question. Actually, there you go. So they'll have +5 on attack, but they won't have anything on defense. So, oh, actually, look at this.
Dude, what is this play actually? You take Fest, you keep it, and then you just leave with all the units because you're too scared.
He's gonna jump in the water and come pillage.
But you're feeding a liberate.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm just saying that's what he's doing. I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's what he's doing.
The city.
How's the amazing 8 city? Oh, that's a good question. Let's take a quick look at the 8 food. Let's see here. Oh, it keeps getting exploded on. Looks like. If it ever gets,
it's becoming better and better.
It's becoming better. But yeah, look at this. Like he's gonna start mining these tiles now. So there's gonna be an 8-7. Or no, yeah, 8-7 with 3 culture. And actually, this is actually Tundra. So if you ever did happen to build,
that's a mine already, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, you're right. It is. Sorry. So that must have been only like a 1.
Wait, does he not have industrialization yet?
He must not, because I could have sworn that was a 2 production tile. No, he doesn't. Combustion next turn. Yeah.
I guess he's been boosting all the stuff.
Yeah, he's got 184 science. I mean, he's got 2 people on his team with way more science than him, so he shouldn't have been him boasting anything. So the roads are kind of underway. I mean, yeah, this is just okay. So now, what the hell is he doing? Now he's bringing them back, but it's again just completely fed. Like, there's no way he stops this now. The liberates occurred. Well, I'm assuming he's going to liberate it.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't.
I can see him not liberating this, actually.
The tank. In fact, right now, I don't think he wants to because that tank
Oh
might
yeah,
die.
yeah, actually, that's true.
You don't want to lose the tank, right? So if he does, the tank dies because it gets kicked out. Is he really? He's not going to take the city just defeating another liberate. I mean, at this point, there's another 500
That should be a race.
Diplo favor. Yeah, it should be a race. Yeah. By the way, Hazagi, I'm keeping your capital.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't want to risk losing the tank now.
No. Especially when you don't have a whole lot of them and you can't do any more pre-builds. Like, it's you're hard tech or you're hard building everything now. So,
like, no matter if you liberate like 2 more cities, you're still losing this Congress anyways, right? It's pretty close.
It's not that far off, actually.
No, he would need to liberate 1 more city. He can't get it, I think.
How many turns? He's got 3. Yeah, you have to liberate like something up here and liberate this. That would give him 424. That would put him way ahead here.
I think that is
291,
for sure, yeah.
277. Yeah, they're losing everything else by like 80, right? Like it's just like they're losing all these battles by 60 to 80 points. Even if he gets ahead of Molly by 150, it's still like, yeah, he would need. Oh, he did. He liberated it last second, and he's gonna maybe shift enter away. Can he get anywhere that he doesn't die?
Promote.
Oh, maybe he's got a quick promote. 1, 2. Maybe he can shift and promote. What the hell? It's dead. Oh no, we got the promote off.
Oh, can he kill it?
He still has. Yeah, I think
that can't slam. That can't slam either.
Yeah. Don't think he can. This has got to be a raise. Don't be crazy.
Oh, maybe with the tanks right there from Gaul, maybe he keeps.
Gaul tanks. In fact, they're 3 stars. Tank army. This liberation has occurred. Now he's just fearful for his life, and he does not have defense in this city either. Or any of these, actually. He doesn't have defense till back here. Oh. Now he's going to go for the flank pillage? I mean, he was halfway there, then he came back thinking he could save it. Like, he is all over the place right now.
So undecisive, yeah.
Like, I mean, the thing was, if he just said, okay, fine, have the liberate, he could have just stormed in here and look at the gold he could have had. Like, he could have actually done some serious griefing down here.
And if he comes back, just go in and raise the city instead. Like, why are you now backing off again?
Yeah.
Where's the rest of Gorgo's military? Does he have more? Is he building more?
It's mostly here. Yeah, building a lot of tanks right now. Building an artillery here. Most of this is going to be all armies, I would imagine, because I think he's got academies in all these spaces, so he's building armies at the least. Tanks. Be curious to see. This just dies, I think. Yeah, he just dies now.
Does it?
No, it doesn't, because he just got bailed out. Oh, good stuff. It's alive. Tanky tanks are going to continue to be trouble. They did keep that city, so it's funny. It's funny. They started construction on this double road across the Gorgo. They're like,
Do I really want to build it?
Exactly. Do I really want to go hit Gorgo right here? Maybe I go north.
I mean, it's actually a tough decision right now.
Yeah,
You can't really push into him, but you also kind of
have to.
You kind of have to. Like, best case scenario, you hope that he like kind of splits up his forces and you can like pick them off on either side.
Yeah.
Which actually he seems to be doing for some reason. Oh no, why?
Yeah, he's just heading full on this way. He's gonna have no defense back here to get griefed.
I mean, he's protecting Fez, I guess.
But yeah, like, you don't need to protect Fez with all of your military. And he's got his engineer going in this way. Like, to create a... I'm assuming he's using this engineer to create a road around Fez, so that's his plan. I mean, he's got to try and come in here. I mean, I don't know what he's... Like, I guess he's seeing the best science in the room is on Teddy, so go kill him. You got to get... Maybe he's thinking you got to go get Molly, because how do you kill Molly?
I think you just gotta go for Mongolia now, actually.
This game, we could see giant death robots here. Like the preparations happening was like, I don't know. Amy,
Whoa. The Chinese team didn't split at all, actually.
Oh, really?
I mean, they kind of did, actually.
A little bit, yeah. Let's go.
They still have more.
Laser station. Let's go. Turn 200. No, not turn 200. Let's go 150 maybe. He's okay with that. Good to go. Amy, laser station, me, next, submit. Okay, I'm gonna go give the dog a little bit of food. I'll be right back.
Sure.
I get the feeling that the faces of this game are Gorgo versus Genghis. I mean, Genghis doesn't have any stats, but if he does manage to get the tanks, then obviously Genghis can still... Genghis can still go burr. But, yeah, I mean, maybe that's actually, you know what? Corny actually kind of said it. Maybe you kind of have to go get him. Maybe it's a good idea to go get him now.
You're scared of Genghis tanks?
Hey? Well, that's
mean, they're +9, but Gorgo has like
yeah,
+9 and
then
Flash
yeah, exactly.
+14.
Yeah, I guess Gorgo's not afraid of anything. Just yeah.
No. By the
Artillery
way,
coming.
Congress went to Ethiopia again for Diplo. So.
Oh, there you go.
If the Chinese team doesn't figure out a win con for themselves, then
Build nuclear device, 100% production.
who voted for that actually?
It was Chinese.
So they want to make it harder to build nukes.
I guess.
No, that's
no,
easier.
They went minus 50% production towards. So yeah, they make it easier to make nukes. But it's 20 turns. Will they even get to there? It might get to nukes in time for that. Who's got the big science? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. They can get some nukes off. They definitely have the highest science other than Ethiopia, but...
Rough fighter nukes.
Or Mali nukes.
Mali nukes.
Oh, he's going sanitation, so he might be going to get research labs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then flight on Teddy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Merchant project.
I think the first guy to hit nukes will be Ethiopia, though. Actually, I mean, no one is going culture win in this game. I would assume.
Merchant projects for tourism. Whatchamacallit?
No, merchant projects for Intel merchant.
For sure. Intel merchant. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. The lining up for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopia is on banking. What? Oh, 2 seconds.
Minus 50 production makes it harder. And the 100 production towards makes it easier. Like there's a difference between 100 production towards with the nukes and the unit 1. The wording is different.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah, it's 100% production.
This makes it easier.
Yeah. How's the Mali money looking? Actually getting out-moneyed by Persia right now. Because Golden.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But Golden Age carries.
Yeah, Golden Age. He's actually got the heroic, so he's actually got production towards wonders. He's getting production off of his science adjacencies, so his cities are that much more productive now. And of course, the biggie is the gold. So he's actually got. Well, he's not quite making as much gold as the rest of the team, but it's definitely made it a competition. Definitely made it a competition. The flank here, I mean, he should know this flank's coming. He saw the Rough Riders, and now he's over here. And
no, he didn't see at all.
Yeah, he saw.
No, he didn't see them at all coming.
No. But I mean, he has to know that there's Rough Riders around somewhere because they were here. Okay. Like, so he walks up. He walks up here, sees no Rough Riders. He's got to be like, where did the Rough Riders go?
That's true.
Right.
And then he figures it out.
Hopefully, in this tanking, maybe
next turn.
Next turn, he figures in where they went. Yeah, they're not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun to deal with them. There's only 3 of them. It looks like. I thought he had more than that, but maybe they weren't all cores and he cored 1 up or something.
Yeah, for sure. That balloon. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, the one in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a bit unnecessary. I think that artillery can see the tanks just fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the artillery's in range. Yeah, and there's the rogue coming around. So it's definitely his intention to come kill him. And a lot of tanks being built now.
Wait. Did Gorgo hit his golden age? Or her golden age?
Oh, yes, and 2 arms is in the bag.
Wow, okay.
So
and Dallas is actually in danger.
Yeah, like Dallas actually, he just pounds right through these, right? Oh yeah, this.
And we just saw him build War Department as well, so you can actually like get infinite value out of these tanks.
Oh my god, dude! Hitting at 131. This is like a 3-tap.
If those tank cores actually ever surround a GDR, they can actually kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually disgusting. that's the perma stacking bonuses right there. They basically just left this to its own devices. Here comes the tanks. He'll have some to defend, so this is going to be War Department next turn.
I mean, just hover over the Gorgo tanks against the Gaul tanks. You will see the difference, I think.
Yeah. So here's a tank army. Oh shit! It's not. Oh, that is gonna show me. 127 to 119.
Well, that's still pretty close.
It's not that bad.
Actually.
Yeah.
I guess no general.
+7 from that's +7 from policy slots. Oh, maybe no general versus general. No, actually, he has a. Wait, is this?
Wait, +7 is not even the max that he could get.
Yeah, he might just be maybe a
like
card.
He's
that
still
he
running like SIM cards.
Yeah, he must have 1 or 2 SIM cards in. But 8 is 8 the max? No, 9 would be the maximum if he has
yes.
Hammurabi or I got on my brain. The military slot card. This is a modern general, yeah. So that's okay. 123.11, and this is of course the defending. Other way around, if I can get it. Oh, come on! It gets destroyed the other way around. 111 to 130 attacking into it. Yeah. There you go. Oh, I was wrong. It was a 4-tap. My bad. It was a 4-tap. Yes. Steal what? and the funny thing is not only that, but like they barely take any damage doing it.
I think Rough Rider might be dead.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that this game they might just call this pretty soon. Like if he just starts taking cities that easily, like who needs artillery? I mean, it's a long ways. I mean, we see what Molly does. I mean, I guess they'll feel like they have life for a while.
Both Gorgo and Byzantium are just such disgusting late game warships.
Yeah.
If you get the right stuff.
Yeah, if you get you get +8 taxis or something crazy on Byzantium with Crusade and
Nutty.
Where did Mongolia rifling in 1, so he's still a ways from tanks from Mongolia to get contributing into this insanity. They've come fighting over who gets. This is the 4th owner. Well, actually, no. I guess it got liberated. He never actually owned it, but 3rd owner of the capital for Hammurabi or Hazagi. Sorry, got my words mixed up. Nerf.
Ooh, the Rough Rider is actually going for Hazagi City. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
but like tanks are here. I don't think this happens.
So
at least I would hope it doesn't happen. It might 2-shot the city. No, good shift enter.
He's in good shape. Yeah, they're fine. But that was close.
That was really close.
That was close. If these tanks were 1 turn late, I think he 2-shots this city.
Yeah, that was actually a really good maneuver. They just barely had like enough units there to defend it.
Yeah, and then it would have been oh man, because this he comes and kills this and it's over.
I think they had another chance to defend this as well, actually. Like, this isn't super hard to defend. Like the Matterhorn city.
Oh, yeah, up here, yeah. This one here. Yeah. What happened? Okay, yeah, so he was... It's so funny. He was coming this way, and then he went up because they had this idea. And, of course, now the idea just kind of barely failed. Now it's a matter of what does America do here? Now, he does get another +5 starting in Los Angeles. That's, you know, better than nothing. But he can definitely swoop up this left coast.
Even just getting the Diplo Quarter pillaged here would be good for Barking Gang. How many points are they on, by the way? We never checked.
Oh, yeah. 12 to 10. 12 for... ZyDx. Or, sorry, 12 for Barking Gang and 10 for ZyDx. He might have been able to first move raise if they hadn't bought the Cuirassier. He might have been able to sacrifice this unit and then take it with a 2-tap, but
that was a huge good investment, actually.
Yeah, the Cuirassier buy is going to take away that noob.
It's like 2 turns of Team GPT, probably.
Yeah, to save a city, because if this city gets, oh yeah, and then so he actually stepped into the water. Because he would have literally been one city away from being out of the game. Get some gold pillages in for the boys. Not that they really... I mean, you could always use the gold, I guess, but don't need it so bad when you're 420, by the way. And then 93, because they're actually well out-golding them right now. He's actually making as much as the other... Whoa.
What happened, Mansa Munsa?
Yeah, what happened, man? maybe first pick Cyrus next game. That is actually disgusting. Norm with his one... Oh, do I have a Diplo point? Oh, Pog. Quick. Build Statue of Liberty.
What have they done yet? Are they still on
Oh,
statue?
I never thought of that, because actually point-wise... Oh, it's next turn. There you go. I was going to say point-wise, I was a little bit surprised by the number. I'm like, wouldn't they be like higher than that? So he's actually at 12. And so he'll be 16 next turn. So if they can win a Congress, that can be the win. I think, I don't know what the Chinese contingent can do here. I don't see a win condition. I think that they just went for their win condition and missed it by 1 turn. Essentially, right?
No, not really. That's not a win condition by itself.
Sorry?
Sorry. No, I mean, killing Rough Rider, killing Hasagi by itself isn't really win condition. Like they themselves are still very far from Diplo.
Yeah, that's a good point. It would more than anything, it would just block the other team's Diplo. But
I mean, there would have been a turn 160 Diplo win, I guess.
Yeah.
If they actually managed to kill him.
They can definitely deny Diplo. They have their Congress. Yeah.
Looks like Gaul also made a Golden Age, judging from the damage.
Yeah. They also have more than one arm.
Not enough, though.
No. Doink. know. The cities are getting tougher though. This must have been.
I mean, this time there was a tank inside instead of an artillery.
Oh yeah, that's right too. That's the difference. I was trying to figure out why it was.
Lost the tank. Oh no.
Oh no, is right.
That's just unnecessary.
Bringing more artillery, like this is. I mean, it's not going to be crazy fast, but again, I don't know what the answer is. Like, does Mali have an answer here? I mean, other than taking this city, what exactly is Gaul going to do? I don't think there's anything that stops Gorgo from doing what they want until they win a Diplo victory. I mean, what is there possibly a win condition at 16?
Nothing really.
I mean, and honestly, what really sucks is that they're probably going to be still somewhere around 16 after next Congress because they're definitely going to lose the vote. So, I mean, if they're lucky, maybe they can get 2 points on the top and lose 2 on the bottom or something. So maybe they can get to 17. Maybe they save Diplo.
Still staying on 16 is just fine. Like, you win the one after, the next Congress after.
Yeah, you could just save entirely.
And also, like, Rough Riders dying. You have complete free sim on, like, 2 civs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
In Ethiopia's land.
What's that?
Finally. In Ethiopia's land, there's the dam.
Oh, yeah, the one that... this, no more flooding for these holy sites. Forgot to check back in to see, because that would have been like 4 or 5 turns of repairs on each of those cities from that one. And then the other thing too, I mean, Cyrus is the big goal maker right now, but
he's still just making settlers.
Yeah, see settler there, and another settler there. I mean, Plains, okay, but like he's had a great. Honestly, he's played well. I mean, we griefed him a little bit. I guess before you got here, we were griefing him in chat about not attacking Mali early with some, but
worked out well.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out well as far as.
I mean, to be honest, it only worked out well because Mali decided to push themselves instead of like funding Rough Rider. That's actually also what happens over there. That's going wrong right now. Like Rough Rider had a good timing against like both Hazagi and Gorgo, but Hazagi got away, and now Gorgo has her own timing and is counter pushing.
Yeah.
If they spent the Mali gold on Rough Riders and Rough Riders spent to grief Greece, then Greece would look a lot weaker right now.
Yeah, I think it was a huge mistake to spend all that gold to come down and raise that city right here that on the diamonds. That was like 2 pop just planted.
Dude, that was entirely okay. Those were just the knights.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, was that
with cuirassiers and field cannons and stuff?
Oh yeah, it was the cuirassier upgrades that was the mistake. Yeah, it was after that. The cuirassier, he backed up to upgrade to cuirassiers. If he had just backed up and sat there and gave all the money over here and sent like 8 or 10 Rough Riders to finish the job here, maybe come at Gorgo or something.
Yeah.
Like hit the timing, that was probably their one chance, because now it's just, I mean, again, like more settlers.
Like as much as we praised like the Chinese team for the individual plays, like overall game plan wise, it's still lacking a bit.
Yeah, game plan wise was the problem. 100%.
That makes the difference this game.
Yeah, is they actually played well as individuals, but there was no coordination of a plan to actually go win the game. And then, on the other hand, like it seemed obvious. Okay, boom, Persia, Immortal Rush on Mali, but ultimately their only plan for gold was him. So it's like you gotta right-click commercial hubs at the beginning of the game, or else the team's not gonna ever have gold. And he did what he was supposed to do. It let Mali have a chance to impact the game, but they didn't do it right.
basically. That's it.
Oh, so this city got raised eventually. They kept it. It was retaken and then taken back.
Not sure why he raised, actually.
Yeah, he could have just kept it. I don't... Like, I mean, he's not like he's in trouble here. So he's getting to +5 now, but he's still losing by 10. He's getting the +5 defense, but still losing by 10. That's sad.
It is actually fortifying, by the way.
Oh.
Charge.
I don't see it.
No, no charge.
No, he's not.
Maybe Gorgo didn't even take the charge promotion? That might be as well. True.
Nope, he has it. I think this unit's just there to movement, maybe, yeah. It doesn't have the ability to move anywhere, that's why it's kind of that color.
No, he's just not fortified, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Game have been way longer than you usually have in the tournament, interestingly. What were we talking about? Sorry.
I mean, it's Highlands, of course the game
Yeah,
is longer.
Highlands games are always going to go to turn 115, 120 almost. Like, unless, you know, somebody just gets completely griefed at the beginning, loses a settler, gets pushed, and is out of the game super early by some weird, you know, poor play. Like, it's... There's just too much space. I mean, like, these maps are just so huge. Like, we always talk about, I mean, you could put another whole civilization right here. Like, you could spawn somebody here, kill Wolin, and have a whole other civilization surviving in this game right there. You know, you could almost have done it here if you get rid of this one city. There's just land for days that just never can get settled because there's just too much space. So, yeah. Gorgo, this is kind of all... Like, at this point, like, so what is, like, they took this city down. What is he doing here now, though? Like,
He can't touch Gorgo.
I know, and
for sure.
So, like, I mean, is it a race? Is it a race for nukes? What's this? What's the science?
I mean, nukes can break Gorgo. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess it's a race for nukes. Is Ethiopia nuclear fission in 2? So it's actually going to be...
I mean, Ethiopia is just gonna nuke Girl out of game through the sea. Or maybe he can make his way to Mali and nuke out the GPT. Like, either works, really. Maybe do both.
Yeah. I wish I could click on the individual trees here. I'm curious. Synthetic is just before nuclear, right?
No, that's the way to modern armor. That's a different tree.
Oh, yeah, synthetic. Okay, so... Oh, wow. So he is actually passing up the nuclear option. It's actually below. I was...
You can't build nukes, really, when your cities are just falling.
Well, I mean... You gotta hope that you can... I mean, you still got your core cities back here. Like, I don't know. You're right, I guess. I guess you're going modern to try to negate...
There's no option for planes, really, as well. Like, you can't really hold your chokes.
I mean...
Just gotta hope that modern armor will do the trick.
I'm grasping at straws here, okay?
I don't think they will.
Advanced ballistics... I mean, they voted to make nukes cheaper, and then nobody went and got them. Or not nukes cheaper, but make production of nukes faster. Okay, so here's a push coming from...
I mean, Mali's going for nukes, but Mali is way slower than Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm. They went research labs. See, that's always the thing, too, right? Is going research labs gets you big science, but overall, it's actually probably slower to go research labs into nukes, right? Like, if you want to go straight...
If you went all the way bottom tree first, then yes.
Yeah.
But if you went straight top tree into labs, then you're faster to nukes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if you spend a lot of time on the bottom tree already, then...
If you get, like, labs, like, as fast as possible, maybe on naval stuff with double frink.
Mm-hmm.
You can have like your first nuke out by like turn 105 or something even.
Yeah. Is this probably no? It's Barking Gang is the French team here playing Ethiopia Cyrus, and it's going against the Chinese team ZyDx. Doyle, why can't you turn down your stream from 1080? Oh yes, thank you, Kinjo. Exactly right. Because I'm not partner, so I'm not guaranteed transcoding. There was a time where I streamed in 720 for people who couldn't get the internet required to do 1080, but there's just too many people asking for better quality in my YouTube videos. I was tired of doing 720 YouTube videos, so about 6 months ago I switched. And then maybe, cross our fingers, I'll actually be partner soon, and then we'll be guaranteed it.
What's the requirement?
So
to get in a partnership?
Well, the requirement is, in order to get the achievement, is you have to have an average of 75 viewers over the last 30 days. You have to have streamed at least, I think, 12 times, and then you have to. Oh, there's 3 things anyway. I was there a couple years ago. I was there for about a 4-month stretch. I applied twice, and both times they just said, just keep doing what you're doing, but we just don't want to give it to you right now. It was
That's
literally
kind of mean.
Yeah, it was really brutal, and it's a thing on Twitch like this. It's a common known thing that there's this hidden thing where it's basically an application ends up on somebody's desk, and that person goes and evaluates the situation. Do they have the numbers? But I mean, if they don't give it to everybody who applies just because you met the requirements, and so they'll just be like, hey, I'm not going to give it because of this reason, I'm not going to give it because of that reason. They don't like, if you have, like, I have a beard, if the person who gets my application doesn't like people with beards, then they're having a bad mood. Maybe they spilled their coffee that morning, whatever. And twice in a row I got rejected, so then I was just kind of tilted and decided not to do it or try it anymore.
Great system.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. It was disheartening, to say the least, but I decided my numbers have been going way up again recently, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make an effort to do it. And the biggest thing was just like my community said go for it, and so that means only doing Civilization 6 stuff, because if I go and play, some other game that I want to play just because I'm, would rather play that game that day, then I might only have 40 or 50 average viewers, and that just brings the number down. And so make the number as impressive as possible and hope.
That went quick.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh, because there's just so many more units now too. Like he was at the beginning, he had like 4 or 5 tanks. Now he's added in a bunch of artillery and a balloon. So it's like everything's just melting.
Mr. Teddy.
Yeah, I think this could be. I mean, I think the game's probably got another 5 turns in it, right? Like they're losing Diplo. There's absolutely nothing that Molly can do right now to stop this from happening. He's like at 345 gold a turn. Oh, what the heck happened to? He must have took a card. How the hell was he down at 212 all of a sudden? Oh, maybe he gave GPT to Gorgo.
That's probably actually what happened.
Yeah, because I was like, how did he go from 420 to 278? That's probably what happened. Yeah.
Molly just losing now as well.
Yeah, there's nothing like this is. I mean, this could be any second now. Really, I don't see any case that can be made. Like even Gaul, like Gaul doesn't even know what to do. It's like, I guess we go home and party, boys. I don't know. And now they have, look at the production that Gorgo has put together, and it's just like, with fascism, now he's just going to come up here and destroy everything up here. Like, this is over.
I don't think Gaul had a great game plan.
No, they had a great setup. They played well, but then they just had no way of interacting. I think it's just ultimately you've got to get to Gorgo before, like, well before fascism, right? Like you got to go and disrupt them. You know, maybe they could have done an industrial push, like double industrial push with the UU from America, maybe.
I mean, either you disrupt them or you do actually play for a win con yourself.
Yeah.
Or just focus way more onto the science and try to get to nukes.
Yeah.
That works.
Nukes is the only thing that was going to save them, but they just didn't get there. Compasses and 3 on Teddy. So they'll have too late. Will they even have any tanks left to upgrade? Nope. They just got killed. He would have had 2 tanks to upgrade, but they're dead now. Yeah.
War Department is providing so much value.
Yeah. Seb. Yeah, Gorgo meta is kind of invincible if they can get it off.
Gorgo tanks are like 131 actually.
Is there a unit that I can put up against here? That's level 3. That's not an army though. Is there like a level? There's a level 1. Level 2 tank army. $133. Level 2 tank army is $133.
I mean, that's charged, but also the unit is damaged. He gets +10 from the promotion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I mean, you have 1 regular tank army right there. That's not damaged. Maybe you can check with that one.
Whereabouts? Oh, here, level 1. Okay, yeah. Level 1.
No, without promotion. There's one completely without promotion.
A tank army without promotion. Oh, yeah, right here. There you go. Against a tank army. Oh, wait, is that not starred? It is starred, okay. It's not calling it a tank army, though. That's got... Why is it?
Mom, you're so confused. You are so confused.
What? No, I'm not. It's a tank... Oh, this is a tank army, and it's not showing it as a tank army now.
It is. The unit is to the right.
Yes, but it shouldn't it call it a tank army on the left too? You know, this is a tank army.
Oh,
here.
you mean the? Oh, that's true. Okay.
Maybe I'm not the one who's confused.
Maybe I'm confused.
But these guys, research labs. I mean, I wish I could get inside their heads and ask them what they think is happening here. I mean, Teddy is literally... Does Teddy even have an... I mean, who cares if they have an escape settler, but, like, what the hell? Oh, they do, though. So they literally are like, okay, let's get escape settler out. You're always confused. It's a comforting and fuzzy feeling after a while. Eternal confusion. Or, eternal confusion. Oh, look at this. They're over here just chopping maize for money over here. They've got 2,400 gold and they just chopped a maize. Just bored, I guess, at this point.
That's a lot of money.
By the way, the farm, it's turning into an aerodrome, by the way. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it had to be any second now.
Though its face may change,
Molly cities were going to start to die here.
By the way, who ended up picking Highlands, actually? Like which team shows it?
It would have been. It was the final choice was Barking Gang.
Okay.
Yeah, it was their final choice. They could have got Pangea or Highlands, and they went Highlands.
I think there's actually some strategy around picking a map specifically depending on which team you are, team 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. So, like,
that's tough to figure out.
Yeah. So you're saying so you pick the map based on the kind of civs you're gonna end up with, you think? Based on being 1 or 2?
Yeah. I think Highlands actually works pretty well for team 2.
Yeah. Because you're the first one to get 2 civs and you can kind of formulate your plan around it, maybe. Like I think Gorgos are really I think Gorgo is, until they get nerfed, assuming they get nerfed, I feel like you have to just ban them, especially if you're on Highlands. I mean, maybe not on all maps, but when you know they're going to have time to get the fascism, like that was pretty disgusting display right there.
I mean, the nerf is coming through probably very soon, and then instead of them having +9 potentially at fascism, or +10 even with Forbidden City.
Okay.
They're just gonna have +6 with Alhambra, or +5 regular.
So they're gonna make it so wildcard policy slots don't count?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Moondoggy, for 28 months, by the way. Eddie, you're absolutely welcome. And yes, thank you to Corny for joining us. As always, nothing better than a Corny co-cast. I wasn't sure if they would want to chat or not. I don't see them jumping into...
I mean, all in all, this still was a decently close game.
Yeah.
With a lot of ups and downs.
I think that choosing, if they just spent money, we've talked about it a bunch of times, if they just spent money on America and their UU timing, could have done a lot of difference in the game. A third golden on Molly could have been a big difference, maybe. Although at that point, maybe it was over already. Like the goal could have helped, but maybe it was already over by then.
Second golden for Rough Rider would have also been pretty good.
Yeah, missing second golden on him hurt. If he makes second golden and they fund his gold, like, they could have done a lot. And I think, like you kind of made reference to, it seemed like they all had good games. Like, everyone simmed well. Gall had a great game. Look at Gall's stats. But I mean, if you sim for if you're sitting next to Gorgo and you sim for 100 turns and they sim for 100 turns, you're not going to like the way it turns out. Like, they needed to figure something else out.
I don't think they necessarily had to push earlier, but like, you can go for a culture win, actually.
Yeah, go for a victory condition, right?
Or you can actually just go like straight up, greed it out, and go for top 3 and 2 labs, and then actually get fast nukes. So the fascism doesn't even matter that much when you can just nuke the units.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe so culture victory potentially, or yeah.
I mean, just threatening it. Like, Gorgo has to defend it.
Right? Yeah, then Gorgo has to defend it, yeah. And then they have to, like, literally just museums in every city kind of thing, right? Because, I mean, honestly, did they even build that many museums? Like,
I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal for Gorgo to defend, but it takes away some of the production.
Yeah, I mean, half their cities don't have museums. Like, you make them build those, and maybe make them build some or run some projects.